This is a clip from
Children of the Bjorn.
Check the description for the full episode.
All I'm saying is if you make a sundae on your chest and you put 2 cherries on your nipples, I'm there. I'm there.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm so hungry all
So
of a
there
sudden.
are 3
Holy
separate
fuck.
things.
Me too.
I don't remember one of them.
Me too.
I wrote my mom's wedding, and then parentheses I wrote smoke weed, comma, food, comma, drear. And I don't remember why I wrote drear. I legitimately don't remember writing drear. So
Okay.
it's not even that amazing. I went to my mom's wedding. This is a couple years back. My stepdad, he's like a psychopath, but he's like the least psychopathic person my mom has ever married or been with. So we went
for your mom.
Good for my mom-ish. So we went to, me and my brother and my family, we all went to my mom's wedding. I dressed up nice. Shelby was there. There's 2 encounters. I know the first 2. It's the smoke weed and the food. First up, my mom had the most Midwestern buffet, which was horrible. It was vile, and there was cornflake casserole, and I wanted to throw up.
What is cornflake casserole?
Cornflake casserole is literally, and it's like an Iowa delicacy, and I fucking hate it with every fiber of my being, and you will understand why. It's literally cheesy potatoes with a layer of cornflakes on top, and the cornflakes get all soggy and mushy.
That doesn't look that bad. I'm looking at it. It looks totally fine.
That was like the food bit. Like there wasn't like a food fight. So I don't know why I wrote food, but the smoke weed part is the real meat and potatoes of the story, the real cheesy potatoes of the story, the real cornflake casserole of the story. My brother and I were talking. We went out back behind the dumpster, behind the like place where the wedding was being held, this little convention center. And we were having like a really heartfelt talk, and he like pulled out a joint. He's smoking weed. I take it. I'm smoking weed. And then my mom's fucking friend, Stephanie, her boyfriend, her longtime boyfriend, Rob, like breaks into this like heartfelt like moment me and my brother are having, talking about my mom and our past and like our lives. And he breaks in while my brother is like crying, and he just starts like talking. He just doesn't even give me a chance to talk to my brother. He just starts rattling off random shit like, oh, I've known you boys since you were kids, and you boys are great. And can I get a hit of that? And my brother's like crying. He's like, don't cry, bud, don't cry. Like, give me a hug, give me a hit of that. And I'm fucking like losing my mind standing there. Like this, he takes the joint from my brother, and he just all of it in one go, and he's, you boys are great, you boys are awesome, and then he walks away
in one go.
Like one go.
Holy shit, that's like the cartoons.
I'm not like a dubious, luxurious weed smoker normally, right? Like I don't really imbibe in a lot of like forbidden fruit. So I had like one puff of it, and then this guy takes it, and I'm like, that was like my one chance that year to like smoke weed.
And you smoked it all away.
He smoked it all away.
Smoking the entire fucking thing all in one go is like actually like Looney Tunes shit.
Oh,
Yeah, that is exactly what I imagined. Like that.
Yeah,
is,
no,
that's so weird.
because isn't that like a bit in Tom and Jerry where like they're all
It
cowboys
is.
and
Smoke the cigar, yeah.
yeah, he smokes
Yeah.
a cigar in one puff, and that's also like a thing you can do in a King's Cup / Ring of Fire, whatever. If you get like the 4th king, a new rule that we added is instead of doing like the big chug or doing a dare, you can also you have to do a cigarette in 1 minute. Dude, that shit
Oh my god!
is painful.
Why would you do that? What the fuck?
Because some of them are heavy
Dude,
smokers.
I don't want to go out with you. I don't want to go drinking with you. You fucking weirdo, man. That's fucking weird as shit.
I mean, we don't force you. That's why there's more options is always good. Play your choice.
Oh, that's true.
You can't
I've
play
learned
King's
that.
Cup
I've
with me with the cup.
To bring back what the improv bit from earlier. More choice is always good
That's what I'm saying.
because the video game.
Life is
Move
strange.
on.
The point
Move on.
is,
Move on.
it's
I'm gonna.
It's a moral choice.
Censor.
and
all
it's a
that.
good one. Damn it.
Man, I didn't hear a single thing.
Is there no more at mom wedding?
That's like, I don't remember what Dreer was about.
I'm
like,
so excited for Dreer.
I can't remember what Dreer was. My like uncle was there, and I can talk about my uncle for literally hours. My uncle Jamie. He's the piss jar uncle. Have I ever talked about him on the podcast?
Piss jar uncle?
Yes, we know about the piss jar.
We know.
So like he used to cavort and hoard bottles of like empty bottles of Mountain Dew in jars of piss
You
in my
already
grandparents'
told this
basement.
story
I've
before.
talked about him before.
It's like the
So-
third time.
He was like really stinky. Like that was, he kept walking around and he smelled like decayed trash. Like, I can't remember what I wrote for Dreer. Like, I really wish I knew. I wish I could, like, discombobulate my brain and remember what Dreer means.
I want to know about the orb that kills old people, because that's just a plot to Phantasm.
Okay.
Brendan, wait. Before we do that, Brendan, I really want you to fucking go up to your uncle. He's got a piss jar, and you go, I've known you for so long. Can I get a hit of that?
No.
Please get a hit of that.
No, tell us what
I'm
the
gonna make a
orb
piss jar bong. Let's go.
Oh, God.
No.
That'd be something they do on, like, Side Talk or something. They make a fucking bong out of piss. Drink the Henny.
David, are you ready for the orb that kills old people? Because I don't know. I also don't want to like bogart the episode with my like diabolical, like nefarious schemes.
I don't know. It just sounds like the plot to Phantasm. And I like Phantasm. Yeah.
Okay, I have to like prepare myself. The
This
glasses
little
are off.
ball.
Okay. Let's brace ourselves here.
I'm strapping in.
I got my jar.
Everybody knows about the theory or the brain think from the last couple of years, especially like there was a TikTok trend where it's like, when did you become sentient? What was your first like memory, right? Like everybody's familiar with your first memory.
Yeah.
When did you become sentient?
I remember
and for me-
mine. Mine is very quick. I was at a fucking Christmas thing in a mall. I saw an elf looking down on me, and I fucking pissed my pants. Because I was scared of elves.
Oh, mine's not funny. Hey, let's move on.
I'm still waiting on mine. But let's hear about this orb.
It'll happen.
My very first memory has become corrupted throughout the ages because I'm 29 years old, turning 30, and because I had bad brain, and I have bad brain. So throughout the years, it's gotten partially corrupted and mixed together with a dream, making my very first memory at 3 years old this nightmare. So my very first memory was at an amusement park. And at this amusement park, I remember having fun and playing-ish, like a vague memory of like having fun, being in like a little toy ride. But there was a Berenstain Bear Science Center in this amusement park. And in the Berenstain Bears Science Center, I walk inside, and there is Papa Bear. And he has an orb in front of him. It's a plasma orb. And I go up. And in the memory, as I remember it, I walk up and I touch the orb, and I can feel its energy pulsing. And I look at my hand, and I can feel the energy from the orb. In this memory, mind you. And I look to my right. There's an old man in a brown sweater. He's got graying bald hair. He has big, thick, like round glasses, and he has I think it was either jeans or some kind of like blue pant. I remember him very vividly because I look at my hand and I point to him and I go, I like point directly at him, and electricity shoots out of my hand and vaporizes him, and nobody said anything about it. And like,
this is so telling of who you are as a person.
Like,
Yeah, this is your first memory.
I like rubbed my eyes and I looked, and there's no pile of ash, no nothing. That orb vaporized an old man. He's gone. And like I said, I preface this by like memory and dreams kind of interacted to form this orb, like the orb that kills old people.
I feel like when you're that young, you just like dreams and memories kind of just become the same thing. And then you just kind of, also your imagination is fucking crazy at that age. So you just kind of imagine things being weird.
Maybe. I can't really relate to that experience. That sounds scary though. If you tried to search back into your mind and see what your first memory is, and it's just you zap
the orb that
an
kills
old man.
people. The worst part of the memory is I was like, that was awesome. And I kept trying to touch the orb to do it again, and it wouldn't work. And so I've had it in my head throughout, like, until, 14, where I really processed this memory. It was like, that wasn't real. I did believe that memory was true until I was like 14, 15.
That is crazy.
And I was always like, reading books about magic and shit. And I was like, dude, what if everybody only got one?
So
what if everybody got one orb?
Everybody only got one.
They got one zap, and you wasted it on some random old person.
I wasted it on some old person that I vaporized outside of reality.
But you didn't even vaporize them. You kind of just popped them out of existence.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a dream walker and a smooth talker, and if you come to me, I'm going to hit you with the orb.
Dude, their grandkids were looking for you for years, and now they know where you are.
People are going to be fucking checking like missing persons cases in 1996. Like
1986 Iowa
It's a
missing
fucking cold
person.
case.
Oh my! I mean, what's the word? Fucking when the case
Statute
goes
of
cold.
limitations.
Statute of limitations on
what's the statute of limitations on vaporizing an old person?
Oh my god, Brendan.
You might be safe.
Brendan, dude, if you imagine this, like it's all actually within statute of limitations and all that, and that old person's family tries to sue you, but then you realize, wait, everybody in the jury's really old, and then you go, excuse me, I'd like to request, instead of a phone call, I like to request my one orb. I have the right
I'd
to
like
one
my
orb.
one plasma orb, please.
My orb.
And then I just Palpatine everybody in the jury. Unlimited power.
But does everybody only get a vaporization, or like is it beyond
Everybody.
that?
So the way I've thought about it, like since I was a kid, was everybody gets one magic moment, and my magic moment was vaporizing an old person. Your magic moment could be like, oh, an ice cream sundae appeared right in front of me. Awesome. Or it could be, my dad's a truck now.
I'm pretty sure that's an anime.
Is that a plot to some that?
Isekai'd with my dad, but he's turned into a truck. Wait, no, reborn in another world with my father, but he's a truck now.
My dad reincarnated as a semi.